It's the banks run the world. These are the words of Robert Kiyosaki as he highlights the upcoming global recession. Welcome to Finan Simple, where money is made easy, and we'll help you understand how you can apply Kiyosaki's advice and not lose money. He also discusses the three main types of income and its pros and cons. The wealthy rule the planet. The banks adore it because it doesn't matter if you're a communist or a capitalist. They adore people who take out large loans. So how can you become wealthy? You can take out loans. Then you buy assets. The poor individual borrows money and spends it on material goods like purses, automobiles, and houses, which makes them even poorer. The first rule of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Kiyosaki's book, is that the wealthy don't labor for money. This rule is usually overlooked. It gives a reminder of 1971 when Nixon removed the US from the gold standard. Real money was replaced by counterfeit currency, fiat money. You should not save money. Why? Your money loses value to inflation every year it remains in a savings account. At the same time, the banks are only becoming richer. They even tax the interest they pay you. The average interest rate on a savings account here in the US is 1% or less, and inflation is usually 3 to 4%. In Japan, they don't earn any interest on savings, and yet the Japanese still save money. How illogical is that? How does that occur? When Kiyosaki borrows money, he does not pay taxes on debt. Why? Question everything. They produce money when they lend it out. Debt is money. Why is debt exempt from taxes? That is how money is made. Banks adore it when customers take out large loans. Kiyosaki uses debt. After the economic crash, he took out a $300 million loan. He borrowed $300 million to purchase real estate between 2000 and 2010. It helped Kiyosaki become wealthy. When interest rates continued to decline, his cost of borrowing did as well. Now everyone is saying, oh, we should get out of debt. Why is this happening? They are hypnotized because they don't question it. You've been induced to work long and hard for cash, all just to save it. The fractional reserve system prints money and you then have to pay further taxes. As a result, people like Kiyosaki are in debt but also wealthy. Investing in the stock market typically results in portfolio income. Well, I got Tesla at $100. It went up to $200. I sold it, thus I made $100. That's portfolio income. That is subject to taxation at a greater rate. Therefore, whatever passive income you receive is tax-free. You have to know what you're doing to get passive income. You have to work as a team with the best bookkeeper, accountants, attorneys, and bankers. A team, just as when Kiyosaki flew into battle in Vietnam, and most individuals are attempting to work for themselves. You may be an excellent coder, but you pay the greatest taxes and put forth the most effort. That doesn't get you ahead. The majority of people desire to handle it themselves. You would rather do it alone if you want it done correctly. Employees say all the time, I'm searching for a safe, secure job with benefits, a paycheck, and a pension. They are searching for that. The tax code consists solely of rewards, not penalties. Kiyosaki gave the food bank $10,000 because they are running out of supplies. His taxes were credited. If he does not give money to food banks, there is no tax break. He received a tax credit as a result of his 7,000 rentals, which are apartments. Why is that? He provides housing and he employs a large number of people. The government even provided him money to pay his employees in addition to the tax break. Ironically, Kiyosaki was one of those children who disliked school. Going to school is beneficial for those who enjoy it, but his poor dad, the head of education with PhD, serving on the Hawaii Governor's Board, and his child, Kiyosaki, was failing out of school. Why? He couldn't read or write. He confessed, I couldn't read, I couldn't write, simply because he was so bored. Kiyosaki met his wealthy father, who was his best friend's father, and he started playing the games he was playing. The best teaching resources are games. This is how the wealthy taught their children the chess war tactics. Playing Monopoly with his wealthy father taught Kiyosaki how to be wealthy. The rich don't work for money because their top expense is taxes. There are three different types of income: earned, passive, and portfolio. If you find a job, that counts as earned income. If you work for it as a doctor or programmer, it is considered earned income. Imagine you purchase Apple for $10 and sell it for $20. It would be considered portfolio income or capital gains. But cash flow, which is considered passive income, is never taxed. Everyone in America is yelling, "Tax the rich." The majority of the people complaining don't realize there are three different types of income, and the wealthiest aren't employed anyway. The wealthy have assets and teach their kids how to play the game of wealth and the rules of the tax system. The average person out there, they send their kids to school, they don't learn the rules because they don't have assets. If you have the appropriate financial knowledge, you can use the tax laws. Without financial education, you must pay taxes. McDonald's sells hamburgers but also buys real estate. Thus, they don't have to pay taxes because they are in the real estate business and use these benefits. How can people afford to live in New York real estate wise? Living in Silicon Valley is unaffordable due to the high cost of real estate. Yet, all these businesses began borrowing money. Since unemployment is low and prices are generally low, it is said that there is no inflation. But look at the cost of groceries, homes, school debt, and healthcare. It's a bubble. We know. What's next? The baby boomers, or Kiyosaki's generation, will begin to retire. There isn't any money there. Social security is broke. Pensions are gone. Students need money. Everyone is getting ripped off by debt. This is not economics, but rather Bubblegnomics. You won't learn this in school. Why do they continue to print money? It's become an addiction. The national debt to GDP ratio is 109%. 90% is already too late. If it blows up, you better start selling when you talk about the skills you need. Kiyosaki started working for Xerox in 1974 in order to learn how to sell. After 4 years, he was ranked first and now published a best-selling book. Most PhDs tell him he can't write. "I can't write, but I can sell," he says. You cannot make money if you cannot sell. Having a product doesn't imply much by itself. The most crucial element is that you begin. It's not about what product you begin with, it's just that you do. That was Robert Kiyosaki's opinion on the looming global recession. Hope you have learned a bit about the three main types of income and what to do to protect your money. Always stay focused on learning and developing discipline. Get educated, make a plan, and stay the course. If you found this informative, smash the like button, please share it with a friend, comment down below, and let us know what would you like to have made finance simple next. And definitely subscribe so you don't miss new content. Keep your head up, ears open, and always search for knowledge. See you soon.